BBC Breakfast suffered a technical glitch as they passed over to their morning live co-stars during Monday's edition of the show. BBC Breakfast was thrown into chaos after suffering an on-air blip when technology seemed to fail the hosts. Jon Kay and Sarah Campbell were fronting the show when an error occurred. Jon and Sarah were attempting to hand over to Morning Live hosts Gethin Jones and Rav Wilding, but the two hadn't appeared on the screens despite the BBC Breakfast presenters being able to hear their chatter in the studio loud and clear. Introducing Gethin and Rav, Sarah told viewers, "Now Morning Live follows Breakfast on BBC One, so shall we pop along and see what they've got in store?" Realizing they were not visible, Sarah added, "Rav, Gethin, Morning," but neither of the TV stars could be seen despite being heard. Jon and Sarah sat awkwardly waiting as Jon interrupted their off-air conversation. "I can hear them," Sarah agreed, "so can I." "Rav, Gethin, Morning," repeated Jon as the pair finally appeared on screen to update on what they had to come. They were talking about compliments in the studio when Gethin appeared worried about the earlier blip as he joked, "Do you know what would have been really lovely is telling us we were live." Rav interjected, "We're going to keep the compliments going." Gethin asked Jon and Sarah, "Did we get away with that, guys?" Sarah was quick to chirp back, "Yeah, thanks for turning up, guys," as laughter began to echo across both studios. Gethin responded, "That's a good start," as Jon interjected, telling them, "That's what happens when it's only the blokes at Morning Live." Rav and his co-star began to chuckle as they agreed, "Quite right." The gags over the tech issue continued as Sarah got the ball rolling with the next segment. She said, "It's time to get the news, the travel and the weather where you are." She added with a smile, "Well, hopefully." Sarah is currently holding the fort, stepping in for usual weekday host Sally Nugent, who was missing from her post on Monday's episode, February 17. There appeared to be no mention of her absence, but given it's half-term week, she might just be taking some needed time out with family. Sally has one son, who she shares with ex-husband Gavin Hawthorne. They separated in 2023 after 12 years of marriage. Sally rarely shares insights into her family or private life.